The Exorcism of Claire Devereaux. Chapter 2. The Curious Case of Alexander Lloyd. The clatter of forks, the low murmur of conversation, the tinny music from a radio mounted above the bar. All of it should have been comforting, ordinary. But to Alex, the restaurant felt like a cage. His hands trembled around a sweating glass of water, ice clinking against the sides like bones rattling in a coffin. The voices were back. Not the voices of the diners around him. Those were muffled, distant, irrelevant. These voices came from inside, curling through his skull like smoke. They whispered in overlapping tongues, promising, mocking, reminding. He pressed his palm against the cool surface of the wooden case on the table. The totem lay inside. He could feel it vibrating faintly, or maybe that was only his pulse. The door opened, a bell chimed, and more faces entered the restaurant. Alex blinked, heart jerking. For a moment, their features warped. Smiling mouths gaped wider than human, eyes deepened into black pits, cheeks hollowed into skull-like ridges. He blinked again, and they were only people, laughing, shrugging off coats, sliding into booths. Still, his gut turned cold. The visions clung even when reality snapped back. "Alex, my dear friend," a voice interrupted, real this time. Human. He startled so violently that the water sloshed over the rim of his glass, dribbling down his shirt. His heart pounded as he looked up into the calm, clean-shaven face of John Sampson. Dressed in a dark suit, polished shoes, and a tie perfectly knotted, John carried himself with the ease of a man accustomed to respect. To Alex, his presence felt almost alien, a patch of order in the chaos gnawing at his mind. "Oh, John," Alex said, forcing a grin that didn't fit his face. "Glad you were able to come. It's urgent." Before John could sit, a young waitress approached with a notebook tucked under her arm. Her smile faltered the moment she saw Alex's paleness. "Can I get you gentlemen something to eat? The lunch special is—" "No!" The word burst out sharper than Alex intended. The room seemed to lean toward them. Diners paused mid-conversation, glancing over curiously. The waitress froze, startled. Alex realized his mistake instantly. He lifted a trembling hand, trying to soften his voice. Forgive me. You startled me. I only want water, nothing else." Her pen hovered in the air. She gave a hesitant nod, eyes wide, before stepping back. Alex could see it in her posture. She was afraid of him. The realization twisted something in his gut. He dropped his gaze, shame burning through the fog of voices. John sat slowly, watching the exchange. "Alex, you're unwell." "I'm fine," Alex muttered, though the lie was brittle as glass. John's eyes flicked to the case on the table. "Is that it?" Alex hesitated, then cracked open the lid. The totem glimmered in the restaurant's pale light, its carved surface throwing back shadows that should not have existed in a place so bright. For a moment, John seemed to shrink from it, his breath catching before he regained composure. "Alex," he said carefully, "put it away. People are staring." But Alex leaned forward, desperation leaking into his voice. "Do you see it? Do you feel it? This is what you told me about, John. The relic tied to the prophecy, the fallen angel, the broken seals, the end of all things. You said—" "I said," John interrupted gently, "that there are stories. Myths passed down in the Church of Saints. Legends, not certainties. We do not know if they are real." "They are real." Alex's voice cracked. His hands shook so violently the case nearly toppled. He pressed it against his chest like it was his own heart. "Nathaniel, Jonah, they touched it. It controlled like puppets on a string. You didn't see what it did to them. Don't tell me it's legend." John's expression hardened. He leaned in, voice dropping. "Then all the more reason not to bring it back to Savannah. You know what panic would spread if the congregation believed such a thing truly existed? It is not meant for the church. Take it to Professor Maximoff. Let the university study it." Alex recoiled as if struck. No, you don't understand. It belongs with the church, with you. Samson, please." He pushed the case across the table, nearly forcing it into John's hands. "Take it. Please, take it before it consumes me." John drew back, refusing to touch the box. His hands remained flat on the table, his face grave. "Alex, listen to me. I will not take it. I will not put my hands on that thing. If it truly has power, then it cannot be trusted in my keeping. And if it is merely legend given form, then scholars must be the ones to uncover its truth. But it cannot go with me." Alex's chest heaved. The voices in his skull screamed louder, urging him not to let go, to never let the relic leave his hands. His eyes darted around the restaurant. Faces shifted again. Every diner, every stranger's face changing between human and demonic, teeth jutting where smiles had been, eyes melting into pits of flame. He squeezed his eyes shut, but the images clung, stamped onto the inside of his eyelids. He opened them to find John watching with deep concern. "Alex," John said softly, "if you cannot trust me, then trust yourself enough to hand it to Maximoff. Please, you look as though the weight of it is killing you." Alex's mouth worked soundlessly before words emerged, ragged and trembling. "It's not killing me, John. It's choosing me. And I don't know whether that is salvation or damnation." The waitress returned, setting a glass of water on the table with hands that shook ever so slightly. She avoided Alex's eyes as though afraid of what she might see there. He whispered a hoarse, "Thank you," and clutched the glass like it was a tether to the world. John rose, straightening his suit jacket, his expression unreadable. "Think on what I've said. Don't rush to deliver it to me, for your sake, and for all of ours." He stepped away, his footsteps calm and measured, fading into the restaurant's clamor. Alex remained, the wooden case pressed to his chest. The voices laughed and whispered. Around him, the diners' faces flickered, human and monstrous, until he no longer knew which was real. He whispered to himself, over and over, as though the words could anchor him, "The prophecy is real. The seals will break. The chosen will fall. And I am the pariah." But the words did not still the laughter in his head.